this is Lola coming to you from Call Me Lily. This is my YouTube channel. Initially, I just want to kind of introduce you to my channel, introduce you to myself, and give you a little bit of background as to what I'm doing with my channel. I am a writer, a director, a painter, an artist, a model, a spoken word artist. I do all things art. So during my journey, I decided recently, the last year, to start doing film. It's something that I have a passion for. I decided that I wanted to get behind the camera and to express something from behind the camera as well as in front of the camera. Last year, I decided that documentaries was the thing for me, so I decided to become a documentarian. I started the recording of a 4-part mini documentary series that I created entitled Latin Speak. It's 4 15-minute documentaries about social issues in Latin communities that we do not talk about. As an Afro-Latina, I believe that there's a lot of things that we do not speak about in our community, within our community. So I think it's time that somebody starts talking about it. The 4 things that we cover in that mini documentary series are political affiliation, naturalization, sexual orientation, and internal family racism. As an Afro-Latina, I was the darkest in my family up until I was 14. So I heard a lot of negative connotation about brown and hair and nappy and all that. And I just wanted to share my story with someone who was in the same position and help them through it in some kind of way. So that was the reason that I started this documentary series. And I hope that you would support that. I'm going to actually include a link probably down here. And you can click on it. You can watch the teaser. I have a teaser for Pequeña Morena. That's the first film. It's Spanish translation. Loosely translated, it means light or dark. Okay. And it's asking the question, because I believe all documentaries start with asking a question, where do I fit in? So I'd ask that you support that, about this channel and what it is that I'm trying to do with it. Initially, when I started my YouTube channel, I just did it so that I could watch YouTube and be able to watch adult content or whatever. And over the last course of this year, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers and vloggers, video bloggers, and I realized that I wanted to share my voice as well. I also realized that I'd like to keep maybe a video diary for my son. I have 2 sons. I'm a single mom. For my sons to be able to share with their kids and their kids to share with their kids, you know, as a little bit of a testimony to my life. And I'd like to also share, just sometimes we go through stuff and we have no one to talk to. And I mean, I'm going to be the one to say to you, I'm extremely busy. I don't have a special someone. I have my sons, I have friends, but there's sometimes that it's just, they can't deal with it. You know, they have their own issues, and it would be nice to share something, even if it's good news or bad, if it's upwards, down, if it's black or it's white or whatever. I would love to have somebody to share it with. So one of the things that I'd like to do on my channel is actually vlog, which is actually blog via video, and share what I'm going through with someone. If you want to listen, it's awesome. If you want to comment, that's awesome. If you want to thumbs down or thumbs up, I don't really care. It's my life. I'm living la vida Lola. You know what I'm saying? So it's my crazy life and what I'm going through. So just to give you background about that. The other things that I'd like to cover on this channel, number 1 is I'm a clothes horse, and I love to thrift. I love to thrift. I love vintage clothing. I love slightly used, new to me clothing. I love all that, and it's like, it's a thrill of the chase. It's actually visualizing a piece of clothing that I want, if it's brown boots or a leather jacket, putting it in my mind and actually going to a thrift store and finding one that God made for me. It's awesome. It's the best thing. So I do a lot of hauls, and I will do a lot of happy haul videos because I go to the thrift store. Probably I thrift every 2 weeks religiously, because if you got to go in to find the stuff. Also, I would like to do deals and steals, and that's just products, you know, like I found this product here and this is how much it was, and it was a steal, like, you know, deals and steals. It could be a review, that could be partially a product review, but deals and steals is like, I found the amazing lip gloss at Thriftway or something, and you know, so deals and steals / product reviews. I'd also like to do DIYs and recipes. I cook Spanish food, I cook Asian food, I cook American food, I cook everything. So some little things I created myself. I always do 10-minute meals, I do 20-minute meals, I do that. I bartended for 8 years, so I'd love to share some some liquor recipes with you, how to make the perfect martini, how to make the perfect sangria, mama's crazy elixir. All these drinks that you hear, you might not know how to make at home, how to make them, how to present them. I'd love to do that with you as well. And share DUIs, drinks and DIYs with you on how to make drinks and cook and do that. It's just part of what I do with my crazy life. I cook, I clean, I run a business. I recently, last September, started a media company. Right now, we're working on the documentaries, which I spoke about earlier. And my media company is supporting my vlogging, and my media company purchases all the things I need. And, we are trying very aggressively to start branching out. So it's one of those things. So just keep watching the video, the channel, and stay tuned for what we're doing. And I also just like to also share like tips and beauty secrets, and just ask you questions and beauty secrets, and maybe you can share with me. I am natural. I am on a natural hair journey. I have been natural for a year and a half, and the only reason why it's only a year and a half is because, and I know my hair looks longer than a year and a half of growth because it is, I put a texturizer in my hair a year and 9 months ago, so almost 2 years. So of course I'm growing that out, and I got a couple more inches to cut off, which will happen September 1st. I'm gonna do a partial big chop, and then I'm gonna wear wigs from September to the new year. So that's just my personal thing that I want to do, and give my hair a break, and let myself be creative and look different and have fun. I'm a Gemini, and I don't do anything straight, baby. I'm just letting you know. So also I'd like to say to you that this channel is inspired by watching a lot of YouTubers and like watching a lot of these vloggers. And I want to kind of give a shout out to the people who inspired me, and just tell you this. I don't have television. I don't have cable. I have a TV, but no cable. So I watch a lot of documentaries. It's the number one thing that I watch. A lot of movies. That's the number two thing, because I just wrote a screenplay, and that goes into production in September. Thank God. But the main thing that I do is I watch YouTube. And I do it because it's like real people telling real stories while doing real things, which in essence is documentary work, So I just want to shout out a couple of people that actually helped me start this process for me. Number one, as a filmmaker, first and foremost, if you are a home filmmaker, if you're a guerrilla warfare filmmaker, you got zero budget, zero time, zero everything, you need to, number one, subscribe, support, and read this man's blog, The Frugal Filmmaker. I'll put a link down below in the description. The Frugal Filmmaker is the ish when it comes to filmmaking. He doesn't do anything that you can't afford to do. And he keeps everything, I'm going to say under 100, but it's probably much more like under $50. He's like telling you things that you can buy for $1. So this guy is awesome. Please support him. Please subscribe to him. Even if you're just a YouTube filmmaker, if you make vlogs, if you just want to actually record a birthday party and get good sound, the things that you need to know is good sound, good light, and like knowing your camera. That's like the three things. And that man will not only tell you, he gives you secrets that like would cost a fortune if you went to school or tried to figure them out through education. So please support him. Number two is the first person I actually subscribed to, which started me initially on my natural hair journey, which was Taryn 916. I subscribed to her about a year and a half ago, maybe a little more, and that girl is doing it. I love her energy. I love her spirit. And listening to her in this last year and watching her grow and all the wonderful things that have come to her, I realized that she's really on point in her life path. I'm trying to get onto my point in my life path, and I love that. And I appreciate her honesty, saying she came to YouTube as a hobbyist, as somebody who wants to just share what she's going through, and it became a business. And I think that that's awesome and wonderful, and that has allowed her to do so many things. And I'm so proud to say I supported that, because as a viewer I supported her growth, and I think it was the best decision ever, and I will never not support that. Number two person is Naturals 85. That girl is so cute. I could just squeeze her cheeks. Her products, her natural products, I recreated everything that she just actually made. The Flexi Gel, the Shea Butter Whip. I did all of her stuff. Thank you, Naturals 85, because I think that the year that I spent making my own products is the reason why my hair actually grew. So I want to thank you for that. and say that you God bless you, you're a goddess, you rock. And Muffin is my lover 2012. That girl is awesome. She deserves every thumbs up she gets. Her personality is awesome. Her reviews are professional. What she has to say. I learned how to put individual lashes on from watching her. I learned how to actually style wigs. Thank you, Muffin is my lover 2012. You're awesome. And I wanted to say you are a diva, and I thank you. And I know every one of your people will resubscribe. They will find you and subscribe again. So thank you very much for your videos. The 4 people I mentioned are only a tip of the iceberg. If you look at my channel, you see my subscriptions. I have about 130 subscriptions, and I update, and I get updates from each of these people. Probably 80% of the people I update, and I watch the video that they post. And I do that because, number one, I want to support. As a viewer, I want to support. Number 2, I'm interested in what they're doing. As an artist, I'm interested in what they're doing. As a filmmaker, I'm interested in what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. And I'm interested to see what people are saying. So, I spend a lot of time checking YouTube, which is crazy, but I do it. And maybe it could be considered an addiction, but maybe not. I don't know. So I am asking if you would also join me on my personal journey through Live and Love Vida Lola. Living through the crazy life of Lola and all the things that I personally go through. Sometimes I'm extremely sad, frustrated, angry, lonely. Sometimes, I have so much to say and no one to say it to, and I'd love to share it with you if you'd love to go on the journey with me. I am asking you to subscribe, like, hate, whatever you want, comment, but subscribe, follow me, and come with me on this journey. I would really appreciate it. I want to thank you all for listening to me, and I want to say you guys rock, you rock and roll, and it is my pleasure to have you as a friend accompanying me on my personal life path and journey. Continue what your wonderfulness is doing and what you guys are doing, and let me know what you're doing so that I can support your journey, so that I can support your cause. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everyone who makes a video, because this stuff is so not easy at all. I've been working on this little 5-minute video for like 6 hours today. So I want to thank you so much, and I want to say to you guys that you all are rockers. You all rock. You're rockers and rockettes, and I just love you. So keep rocking, baby. And if you can, subscribe and hit me up. Talk to you soon.